everyone, it's Val, and welcome back to Agrarian Skies, the labors of Valentine. You know, I realized that I forgot to mention a few things about when we were working the kinks out of the sifter system, and one of those things was that we had to expand, basically double the capacity of our lava production facility, and also add a lot of magmatic dynamos, so we had enough power. Don't know why I forgot to mention that, but, well, we did that. And as you can see, we got lots of lava for anything that we could want. You know, unless we add a whole bunch more machines. Well, don't think we'll do that. Another thing I didn't mention was that apparently one of the updates broke the deep tank. And I haven't had the enthusiasm to figure out what is broken. I did try removing and replacing the deep tank controller. It didn't help. So I don't know if it's now complaining about the ducts or if now this is an invalid size. I really hope that's not the case because I'd have to rebuild all this. But we'll cross that bridge when I need to. And right now, I don't need to. So, no bridge crossing there. So, what we've been working on today is the Scarlet Amphitheater, otherwise known as the Blood Magic altar. It's not finished. We haven't quite finished decorating it. I need to replace all the cobblestone here with the smooth sandstone. At least I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm still not totally set on the sandstone, but I'll probably at least do one side to see how it looks before I decide for sure. We have basically mocked up the entire altar. It's only a tier 2 right now. And unfortunately, yes, in order to get to a tier 2 altar, there's no way around it that I could find. You have to cut yourself. I don't care that it's an orb you're using. You're still cutting yourself. Changing it from a knife does not change what you're doing. So, yeah. I wasn't too pleased about that because I was under the impression that there had been a method put in that you could, from the beginning, get blood from mobs, you know, whether it's passive or hostile mobs, into the blood altar and use that. But no, you actually have to get to a tier 2 altar and make the dagger a sacrifice before you can sacrifice mobs. And all of that requires your own personal blood. Not pleased with that. I did it, but I'm not pleased with it. And I told the gods that. I told them I'm not pleased with it. So, well, all I can say is that it may not be Jaded Cat's doing. I do not know. It may be the mod author that refused to make this. May have been changing that to an orb. May have been the concession he was willing to do, or she. Don't know the gender. So I don't know. All I can say is not pleased at all. Anyway, we did a few quests in order to make. Actually, we didn't have to do the quests to make the altar, the tier 2 altar. But we did do a few quests, and we got some decent, well, actually some really nice items out of it. And I will show you those in a moment. I wanted to, however, show you how the divination sigil works. Apparently what it does is it shows you, if you click in the air, it's saying that in my blood network I have 5,000 LP, which I put in there by accident. I was cutting myself, or I was using one of these orbs away from the altar, and I guess it goes into your blood network. And it's used in rituals and spells and tools. Perhaps other things as well, but those are the ones I remember off the top of my head. These orbs, in order to infuse them with blood, what you do is you drop them into the altar, right there, and keep feeding it blood until they stop absorbing it. At which point they're full. I'm just guessing, but I don't think the blood that's in there is considered part of the blood network, but I could be wrong on that. So don't quote me. Let's see. And yes, I moved the altar up several blocks, so when I put a mob on here, they're literally standing on the altar, and I sacrifice them. And that's what this glass contraption is for, so they can't leave if they happen to be 1 block high. I was putting sheep in here, which that's what you see the LP in there from is for life points, or whatever it stands for, is from the sheep. 53 of those are mine, but the rest is the sheep's. And, well, it works pretty good. Also, I've been debating, I mean, putting an auto spawner up there so that drops them in so I can kill them would be nice and handy, but it would look god awful. It wouldn't fit in with the design that I currently have in mind. So I'm still debating on that. I might alter the way it's built, my current design concept, so that it incorporates a structure that will come down and fit in with it. We'll see. We'll see. Right now, I think it'd look terrible. So for our fake altar parts, the gray stone here will be replaced with more blood runes when we get to that point of making the altar tier 3. And you do need glow stones on these pillars, and they have to be this tall, two blocks here. They can be air blocks, or non-air blocks, sorry. They have to be non-air blocks, so they can be anything except air. And then you have to have glowstone up there. And I did the same thing with the others. This is the tier 4. And again, this is the height you need to have them. And that red brick will actually be replaced with a red blood brick or something to that nature. Anyway, it's a special brick that you make using blood magic. And it's not that. It's the right color, but it's not that. And then the 5th one has to be out 2 and down 1. And that's what this gray brick represents. It'll be replaced with blood bricks, or blood runes. And here you would put 4 on each corner, 4 beacons. Yeah. So we have the iron block representing the beacon. I do in fact have 9 gold blocks there for each one, so all we have to do is put the beacon there. Yeah, that's easy. Actually, we can make 2. We got 2 nether stars as a reward from the gods from another quest a while back. So we could do 2 of them, but you need 4, so... Well, if we ever get to the 5th one, we'll be hunting withers. Alright, so I'm just going to take you inside and show you some of the rewards that we got that I was very excited about getting today. We did turn in the bacon cheeseburger quest. As bacon cheeseburger? What are they called? Bacon mushroom burgers, pardon me. The bacon mushroom burgers. And what the heck did I get for that? I don't remember. Oh, we got 2 efficiency runes for the altar. So that was actually pretty cool. We didn't use them in the altar. We used 4 sacrifice runes in the corners, which I didn't point out when I was there. But we used those so that the mobs, when we sacrifice them, give more blood to make it more efficient that way. Now, the ones that I was excited about. These came from reward bags from the blood magic quests that we did do, the 2 that we did today. We got 16 of each of the mariculture pearls. And if you don't know what they're used for, and why I'm so excited about that, is, well, you need those in order to make mariculture jewelry. Mariculture jewelry can have lots of nifty special enchantments on them you can't put on any other item. Things like, well, all of them aren't necessarily useful in Skyblock, but there's one called Sonic the Hedgehog that lets you run really fast. Put that on there with haste, and you're, a bullet, ba-dang, across the landscape. There's Leapfrog, which lets you jump real high. And there's Spider-Man, which lets you climb up walls. There's Superman, which lets you fly. And that's just some of them. Those are just the ones I remember off the top of my head. So, really cool. Did we get anything else? Oh, yes. I put it in here, but we also got 64 magnesium dust. And if you know anything about mariculture, you know that magnesium dust is hard to get. You have to have a metric ton of limestone in order to get it. And the only way to get it in Skyblock is to sift sand. Lots and lots of sand. I don't know how much limestone we currently have, but I don't think it's a metric ton. Well, a little bit. But still, that represents all of our collection from day one. So we do have a fair amount. And that looks like a lot. But I think you have to melt like 64 of them or something to get one magnesium dust or something. It's an amazing amount you have to melt in order to get a magnesium dust out of the process. It's more than just melting it. I have never done it myself. I've seen it done, and I have, given the amount of work involved in it, it has scared me off of it, to be quite honest. So getting 64 magnesium dust is very exciting, because I don't have to make it. I just have it. Woohoo! That's also why I find the mariculture fishing rods so exciting. We have 2 titanium fishing rods, so we could make an auto fisher in mariculture, because it needs 2 titanium fishing rods. They are very, very hard to make. Very hard. They use the magnesium dust, and I've already told you the magnesium dust is very hard to make, so multiply that by a lot, and you get how hard it is to make an automatic fisher for mariculture, to catch mariculture fish. So, now I think I've told you about everything. Of course, I always say that, and I usually manage to forget something anyway. But, well, I think it's true. And I've spent the entire day telling you, because I started in the morning. So I think that's my cue to say, oh, good heavens, we have cinnamon trees all over the place. I have to clean that up. Why? What? No! How? My orchard has been decimated by the harvester. This is the second time. Can I go cry in a corner now? Oh, my poor orchard. I have to build it all over again. Well, I hope you all have a good evening. My evening is going to be spent replanting my orchard. Yeah. All right, you all take care. I hope you stop by and watch the stream sometime. Love to have you. Have a good day. Bye.